Hello, Scorpio, and Happy New Year! Yay! We made it to 19. I'm so excited. Oh, my goodness. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday season in 18, and I hope that you're ready for 19. I know that I am. I want to thank you guys so very much for your support, everything. Thank you so much for being here with me. For you who are returning, thank you. Thank you for being here with me and watching videos and sharing and so forth. Okay. Um, for those of you who are brand new, welcome, and I hope that you gained something from this reading. Scorpio, before we get into it, I want to say a few things here. One, there's going to be quite a bit of planetary activity taking place in January. Woohoo! Super excited. I know I am definitely. There's always planetary activity, but this month, something really struck a chord with me, stood out for me. And usually I'll say something in the videos when energy really stands out the most for me. I don't say every little thing that I learn and pick up on, okay? But this particular month, on January 1st, Mars moves into Aries, okay? January 5th, there will be an eclipse in Capricorn. January 21st, there will be another eclipse in Leo, okay? What this means for me is three things. One, this is a good month for you guys, okay? For each and every person, not just Aries or Capricorn or Leo, but to try and tap into the energy that's already there if you can and connect with it. It's kind of good to go with it anyway, whether or not it's heavy in your chart. Okay, Scorpio. One, really think about leadership. Think of yourself as a leader and don't be afraid to do it. So this is about courage, really stepping into your leadership, that leader that you've been wanting to develop or know that is there, and you just need to come out with it. Express your leadership in some way, some form in your life. Really step up to the plate and do it courageously. Two, this is a perfect timing for goal setting and planning. Get you a solid plan set in place, your goals, your plans to achieve those goals, and be steadfast with them. Moving forward into the year, this is perfect, and that's like Capricorn energy. Get really serious with it. Don't be afraid to think big. There's no such thing as thinking too big. Don't play small. Now is not the time to play small. Be courageous. Set your plans. Get your goals in place. Really set them, plan them, and be serious about it. Now, get this going, and the energy of Leo starts coming in. Put yourself out on center stage. Do not be afraid of the spotlight. Whatever it is that you've got going on in your life, Scorpio, don't be afraid to shine. This is a good time to tap into that energy that will be coming and affecting just about everybody. But, not just Leos, obviously. Well, Leos, obviously, but not just Leos. This is a month for shining, being courageous, being serious about your goals, and having a concrete action plan, and being out on center stage, putting yourself out there on center stage. Do this month, and it sets the tone for the rest of the year. Keep going with that flow. And I feel energetic just thinking about it, just expressing this and feeling this. Okay? Also, my dear friend, my best friend, who's more like a sister to me, we're years deep into our sisterhood. So she's more like a sister than a best friend. She created a brand new oracle deck, and I just love this deck to death. I love it so much. This is the first time using these oracles in readings. Her deck just came out in where it was released in January, and it's called the Real Life Oracle. Real Life Oracle. I use these cards. I've been using this oracle deck for clarifying some cards, or for pulling an additional card or two to pick up, for what additional messages spirit have. And it works. It's been working very, very well so far in readings, and I like it. I like it. I love this deck because this deck, it really delves down deep into topics that times we don't really bring up or don't really surface during readings. So a lot of times, so far, what I'm noticing when these cards come out, they're dealing with things that people, aren't really ready to talk about, or readers don't not like really pick up on or don't want to discuss to clients. And I know I'm kind of being long-winded with it, but it deals with a lot of real life topics that we see and face every day, but don't talk about them. We're just kind of quiet about them. And a lot of times readers see things in readings, and this is a sidebar conversation, but a lot of times readers see things in readings and they might kind of shy away from certain topics or don't really want to bring them up. So that's something to think about for those of you who are tarot card readers, mediums, you feel like oracle cards. So think about it. And if, once you see this video and you like the real life oracle, let me know. Send me an email and I can help you get some of the cards, okay? They just came out, brand spanking new. I don't want to show you the card on the bottom yet because I want you to I want you to see for yourself as I'm doing the reading, okay? Real life oracle, dealing with real life topics. Okay, Scorpio, I said a prayer and I meditated over your reading. I lay the foundation of your spread to get your overall energy flowing and to better connect with you. I use 3 separate card decks because I'm really digging the energy that, comes from these decks and the way they all flow together for different components of your reading. And so far I've been getting really, really good feedback from them. I think people like them a lot. Okay. This row is the general portion of your reading, okay? Here on the left-hand side, this represents your relationships, your love, the love portion of your reading. Over here on the right-hand side, this is career and finances, this portion of the reading, okay? And I left the cards, laid the cards down. I want them face down because I'm not ready to see what lies beneath. I'm not ready to see what's hidden. We'll let this be revealed as the reading progresses, okay? So I will be clarifying some cards, and let's jump right into it. Okay. Scorpio, just giving a quick scan of your reading and picking up the energy. You got a good energy going on here. This month, February, you guys will be really, really focused. You'll be really focused on what it is you want, what it is you need, what's fulfilling to you. You're going to be focusing a lot on your needs, your wants, your desires. This is strong in your reading. You're focused. You guys have started setting the stage up to this point, leaving and moving into team. So you're focused. No matter which segment I look at, it's just like laser focus. Laser focus. And that's good. I like it. All right. I think we're going to like this reading, Scorpio. Okay, right up here you have the Justice card in the upright position. King of Cups in the upright position. And this is your energy, Scorpio. 8 of Cups, upright position. Scorpio, water sign energy. Could be Scorpio or any other water sign. Here in your love section, you have Princess of Pentacles. Very consistent. Okay, Princess of Pentacles, upright position. 8 of Pentacles, upright position. 4 of Pentacles, upright position. See the consistency? This is earth sign energy, very, very focused. earth sign energy. And although that is not your sun energy, it might be heavy in your zodiac sign. It might be heavy in your chart somewhere, or you just focus. You have, you know what you want. You have an agenda. In your career section, you have the Three of Wands. And this card is coming up quite a bit for people for February. Three of Wands. You guys are, people have been doing their inner work to prepare for the new year, definitely. And the Magician has come up quite a bit too. Okay? Magician, upright position. Focus. Nine of Pentacles again. Knight of Pentacles, I'm sorry. Focus. Focus, focus, focus. I love it. All right. With the Justice card coming out at the very beginning, this is a major arcana card. And you have two major arcana cards so far on the surface. This is a major arcana taking place, and you're just coming right into it with this major arcana card Justice. You've been, if you have been feeling like it's your turn, it's your time to get something you want, to fulfill your life purpose, to fulfill something that brings you happiness, something that brings you joy, something that brings fulfillment. You feel you're coming right out of the gate, right out of teen, straight into teen, feeling this way and being determined to get justice for whatever this is. This is going to mean different things for different people, okay? And let me just go ahead and put this out there. This is a general reading, Scorpio, very general reading. Thousands of people are going to watch this video. Thousands of people are not going to comment, but thousands of people are going to watch it. So this video, pardon me, this video is very general. Some things that I say in this video may not resonate with you. It's going to resonate with some of you, but not all of you. And I have to keep reiterating this. I have to put this in front of the video. I'm putting start putting these disclaimers up very, very early so people can get it and I don't get nasty emails. You know, trying to reduce the nasty emails and comments that I get because people, they think that it's a personal readings. You know, and they get mad at me if I'm telling their story wrong. They feel like it's their story and I'm not getting it right. Okay? Personal readings are the ones we do just between you and I. There's something that you want, something that you know you deserve. If you are coming in as the King of Cups, you know you deserve this justice with whatever this is. Whether it's business, your love life, your personal life, your career, health, peace of mind. You've learned some lessons, maybe through teen or, you know, prior to that you've been going on a path of healing, a path of probably introspection as well. Many of you have been really tuning into your psychic abilities and mediumship with water sign energy. So you've kind of been intuitive. So you know this, you feel this, you see this. And this is how you see yourself coming into January 18. You see yourself as the King of Cups, the person, that Scorpio who deserves this happiness, who deserves this status. You deserve to receive what you put out into the universe because you're giving. You've been giving. Many of you have been giving. This is a leadership card, like I was talking about with the energies that's coming in. So you might start feeling it, but you'll be feeling it in your own way and maybe not as a fire sign. This will be your what do you call it? Your version of like Aries, the fire sign, like your version of the King of Wands or the Emperor. King of Cups. King of Cups is a leader, led by his or her emotions, his or her heart, his or her intuition. Now, with the Eight of Cups next to it, you are, or you will be, walking away from something that no longer serves you because you know and feel like you deserve better. So you may be walking away from something, leaving something in the past, leaving something behind, and literally walking toward the future, which is now team, in search of something better because you know that it's out there. You fulfilled whatever you set out to do, whatever it is you were supposed to do. You fulfilled that already with the Eight of Cups, and it's like you're kind of neatly putting it aside. Okay, I've done this. Now I need to move on. Others of you, you're not necessarily leaving something behind that no longer serves you, but you've accomplished goals. You've accomplished something that you set out to do, something that you know that you wanted to do or that you needed to do in life. And you're going for that ninth cup to make it complete. It's not quite complete. We go through different stages in our lives. And with each stage brings something new. With each stage brings a need for something else. It doesn't mean that everything else was bad or everything, nothing else was fulfilling. But with different stages, we have different needs. And we kind of stack up our chips and we stack up our cups and we look back and look at all that we've accomplished and said, you know what? Now I have some new goals. I have some new things that I'd like to accomplish. I'd like to add these in addition, and that's why I call this card the journeying card as well. Nine of Cups is total wishes fulfilled. Wishes fulfilled. Getting a lot of it. Getting a lot of your wishes fulfilled. It's not quite the and it's like completion. That's it is the ultimate of cups. But this is the eight. And you refuse to settle for something less. And you want total satisfaction with the nine of cups. You're going out for that ninth cup. And it's like here with the King of Cups, you're holding a cup in your hand. So it's like you know what it is you want. You have this goal in your hand. Whatever this means, and we're gonna dig a little deeper here. Whatever this means, you have this goal in your hand, you're looking at it, you're probably trying to feel and see whether or not this is really for you, but I think you know this already. And you're gonna go for it. It's like you're somebody's using the law of attraction. Somebody's like maybe seeing or having visions or dreaming, getting intuitive nudges, saying now is the time to go for this, Scorpio. Now is the time to go for this ninth cup. If the Eight of Cups was next to the King of Cups and the King of Cups will come last, I would say this is what you're going to achieve by going for the ninth cup. Here, this is like projection, using the law of attraction, seeing yourself with this ninth cup, and then going out for it. That's law of attraction. It hasn't happened yet, but you've visualized it in your mind's eye. You're putting out this energy, owning it before you get it, seeing it before you believe it, okay? And going for it, having vision. That's what this feels like for me. Seeing yourself driving in that red car, seeing yourself driving in that red sports car, and I don't know why I'm picking up red sports car, but seeing yourself behind the wheel in that sports car when you know you don't have a sports car, you don't have a red sports car, you know you don't have that, or you don't have the money for it yet. You don't know how you're going to get it, but you know that you deserve this. You know you deserve. Somebody wants a red car. Who wants a red car? Either a red sports car or somebody wants a red car. I keep picking up red car. I'm seeing somebody sit behind the wheel of a red car. Interesting. Okay. And it's like you see yourself in it already. You're determined you're going to get that red car. Small red car. Looks like a sports car. I'm not really good with cars, knowing all the makes and models and stuff. Somebody wants a red car. Well, anyway, Scorpio, whatever that means for you, I think I kind of painted a picture a little bit so you can kind of get it. It doesn't have to be a car, it can be whatever this means to you. But you're putting the energy before it happens, and this is like a perfect way to do it. How else are you going to achieve this if you don't see yourself in that position already having this? That's what this feels like. It can be with education, it can be with love, it can be with a job, it can be with a business. Something that makes you feel good, something that brings comfort and joy and happiness. For some of you, you're literally on a mission to serve other people, to get out there into the community and serve people. You've learned some things. Okay, some of you, this is like an occupation or charitable cause, working with community, getting out there teaching, showing what you've learned. Maybe in the legal system, something to do with the legal system, getting out there helping people, like out there in the field. You've gotten to a certain status, now you have to kind of spread yourself out and teach more people, or just kind of spread it. That's what this feels like for somebody. I don't know who. It's like doing missionary work for somebody. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. I've never explained that card like that, missionary work. But that's what this feels like with somebody working in a community, missionary work, spreading some love and light, you know, spreading some joy, spreading some peace, showing people how to bring about peace in their life, justice and peace, working with people. Interesting. Okay. Hmm. Very interesting. Hmm. Recruiting. I'm picking up recruiting with somebody. Going out to find people to bring um into some sort of organization. Why am I getting this? Recruiting. It's like you gotta bring people in, use what you learn to attract people and teach them and bring them into something, show them something. With whatever your expertise is. But it's good. Whatever this is a good thing. It feels really good for somebody. The story's gonna change, of course. Mm. Some of you are divorced. You're getting a divorce. Maybe going through some sort of separation or divorce, legal separation, and you're moving away from it. You're moving out of a marriage or some sort of legal situation. Okay. Now let's go over here. I want to clarify with this eight of. We're gonna come back to this one. We're gonna come back to it. I know I've talked a lot. Scorpio. Princess of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Some of you are you have like the influence of an earth sign around you. Your significant other may be an earth sign, or someone in your life, someone around you may be an earth sign and they influence you. You be mirroring each other in some way. It doesn't necessarily have to be a love relationship, because some people are going to be single when they come here. For some of you, you are single and you are projecting that energy of an earth sign because you're not really focused on building relationship, like having a romantic relationship this year, or maybe just this month. Some of you are very money focused. You're focused on building your money. You're focused on working. You're focused on saving some money and not being distracted because you're trying to save. You're getting yourself together. This is good. This is good. Good energy. Some of you, some of you, are focused on you or the other person in whatever kind of relationship this is, whether it's love, whether it's a family type relationship, mother and father. I mean, well, daughter and father. This can be a daughter-father relationship. Some sort of partnership. You're focused on working something out. One of you or both of you is committed to working on something within a relationship, working on something to build it, make it more substantial, make it more stable on a long-term basis. Or you need to have this conversation. Some of you want to have this conversation about this relationship. You've entered and you feel like this is something that needs to be said, but maybe nobody has been talking about it, and 18 not really talking and getting really serious. But you want to sit down and have this discussion. This Eight of Pentacles lady is looking over here at the Four of Pentacles. She's kind of looking down at the situation here, and her head is held down in both. This lady here, her head is held down over here, and she's having a discussion with this man who's holding back. The man is the one holding back here with the Four of Pentacles. He's either holding back emotions, holding back money, holding back something of monetary value. He's holding on too tight. He's being stingy, or maybe even greedy. Stingy with his love, stingy with his assets, stingy with not sharing enough, in the household. If this is a love relationship, marriage relationship, and you want to have a discussion because you may be feeling, you may not really be feeling love. This relationship be just based on money. Some of you want to ask him to open up, or vice versa. You want to ask him to open up because he's too rigid. He or she is too rigid. Some of you want to have a discussion with your mate about your daughter. Maybe getting your daughter set for school or something. That maybe the daughter needs money. I feel like for some of you, this is a daughter, or it can be a son coming to you, okay, needing some kind of help, needing some kind of money. And you got to kind of work it out. You have to kind of work out the details on how you're going to get this, how you're going to make this happen. And you may have to go to someone for some sort of money and sit and talk with them. I feel like this is like a mother-daughter relationship for some of you. It can be mother-son, and you had a discussion. The two of you had a discussion. Now you got to go to your stingy husband or your stingy father. Whatever the situation is, the mother be telling the daughter, okay, you're old enough now, go talk to your father. I've worked it out already, but this needs to come from you because you're old enough now. You can go talk to him. Don't be afraid. I know he's holding on. He holds on tight. He holds his coins. He holds his money. But the two of you need to build this bond. The two of you need to build this bond. This is what somebody's saying. You're old enough now, okay? You don't have to keep going through me all the time. You can go straight to him. Go ask your father. Somebody's saying that. Somebody wants to present an idea, a plan, a concept of a work relationship. And this can be, this, like I said, it doesn't have to be romantic, but it involves love. It's like a love relationship. Can be a partnership. You can be very fond of a, your friend or co-worker, and you can have a lot of camaraderie with them. Whatever relationship this means for you. And some of you can be definitely trying to present something to your significant other or your spouse, some sort of idea that you want to work out, work together on. Maybe you want to purchase something, buy something that requires going into savings, going into, thinking long term and building something together to make the relationship, to make the family or partnership stronger in the long run moving forward. And I feel like this person has shot you down before in the past, so you might feel a little bit reluctant about going to this person. Some of you feel like you shouldn't have to ask him or her for permission, but out of respect, you gotta go sit and talk to them. You kind of, you might be a little reluctant. I don't really want to do this. I don't want to ask him. I don't want to ask her for this money. I feel like I shouldn't have to ask him. I'm a grown up. For some of you, he makes you feel like you have to, you got to ask permission to do something. And it makes you feel like a child again. You don't want to come to him as a child. You shouldn't, this person makes some of you feel like a child and not a grown up, not an adult. And you don't like that feeling. Some of you want more romance in your love life. Everything is like surrounded by money. It feels kind of it feels a little superficial. It doesn't really feel like, there's a strong financial bond and connection within this union. But some of you, it's not enough romance. And for some of you, these two stories are connected. Some of you be going to this person, to talk about a divorce because you want to move away. It could be you or it could be the other person. You feel like you need something more fulfilling than paying bills. Then, okay, well, this person is a good provider, but that's not enough. I need love. I need to feel appreciated. There's more to a relationship, more to a marriage besides paying bills, paying a mortgage, eating. These are things you're supposed to do anyway. That's a given. Some of you want love, you want fulfillment, and you may be asking for a divorce. Some might be asking for this, having this discussion about getting a divorce or separation, or just maybe even getting a husband to step up to be the king of cups because you're justified. This is what you deserve. You don't deserve this going into this person holding back and not being emotional, just being about business. And this is something that you be asking for. And if you don't get it, then you'll walk away at 18. If you come and talk to this person and you don't get this from this person, you walk away, you start planning to walk away. Okay. Now let's move on to the career and finances. Damn, I'm long-winded. Some messages come through, Scorpio. I can't help it. I read very intuitively and I pray and I meditate. I've got God and ancestors and spirit guides with me, angels, and I got a lot of messages come through. I'm not just reading from cards. It's a very small component of what I do. The cards are mostly creative for me. Intuitively creative. you know? So these things come in and it takes a little time. So bear with me. Career and finances. Career and finances. Three of Wands, the Magician, Knight of Pentacles. Many of you are definitely embarking on a new idea, new project, something that you've been wanting to implement, something that you've made up your mind to do already, because you're at the Three of Wands. So there's something that you wanted to venture off and do in terms of business or your career for teen. You had some kind of idea, that's something that you wanted to implement. and you're ready, you're planning, you're actually planning this. You're sitting here, in the quiet of your home, and this beautiful lady sitting here, she's looking dead at me. And this is my first time really, really paying attention, but her eyes are they're looking straight at me. You can't see them, but this pretty lady right here sitting in the comfort of her home in front of a fireplace. This is fire sign energy. She's looking dead into eyes. As I'm looking down at the card, direct contact. You're ready, Scorpio. You're ready, and this is like agreements. Like, yeah, Summer, you got it. You got me. Girl, you got me. Tell the rest of the story. And this is what I'm feeling. You're planning. You're planning. You are laser focused. It's a matter of waiting though. It's like you have to wait for some kind of sign, wait for something to come in, wait for something to happen, so that your plans can go into can fully manifest. You're in the process of getting this together, or you will be in February. Some of you have already done this up until now, and you've been waiting for February, waiting for the holidays to pass over so that you can do this. You can go straight out there. You've been in a rest period, in a relaxation mode, just chilling out during the holidays. And you needed to get past New Year's Eve and the celebration. So you're ready. You took your shower, you washed your hair, you're relaxing with some coffee or some tea or whatever it is, and you're just waiting. You're silently waiting for this ship to come in, waiting for this answer to come in, waiting for the holidays to finish. Whatever this is you're planning, and there be a business partnership again with a spouse or significant other or best friend, or just plain business partner over here. And you may have had this discussion already, so now you're in the planning phase, waiting for waiting for the results of whatever this is. The two are together. Maybe this person over here needs to invest something. This might be a continuation straight across the board. Okay? And I say that because different components of our lives can affect other parts of our lives. Our love life can affect our career and finances. Our career and finances can affect our health. Everything has like a rippling effect in some way. It manifests in different portions of your life. It's not just love or health or career or, religion or, spirituality. It's not just that. Family. They all affect each other. What is it that you want to do, Scorpio? What do you have planned? What is it you're waiting for? What do you want? You have the power to manifest anything you want. You've got resources set in place. For those of you who don't have resources set in place to make your plan, your goals come into fruition, this is a good month to start reaching out for those resources. This will be a part of the plan that you need to implement, and that is gathering the resources to make it happen. You might have the money, you might have, the idea, the plan to do whatever this is. Whether you're looking for a new job, starting a business, create savings, investments, but you need the resources, and the resources will be at your disposal. You'll start getting, because you are projecting, you're using the law of attraction. This is what I feel strongly. Resources will start coming in. You'll start getting intuitive nudges. You'll start getting ideas. You'll start seeing signs of who to reach out to. You'll start being able to further investigate, weigh your options, and then decide. Some of you already have your resources together, and you're ready to take off and step out there on stage and create your own magic. Really get these things going, get it out there. Whatever this is. And the Knight of Pentacles is right next to the Magician card. It's right next to it. Whatever this is you're doing, it is going to be a long, slow process of building your money, your success, your assets will build and build, and it's going to be steady growth over the long haul. And steady is often better. Steady is good because you want to create that stability moving forward. Whatever this is, it's not a get rich quick. It's not a get rich quick scheme. Although the results of whatever it is you're planning will probably start manifesting quickly, but it'll be kind of even keeled moving forward. That is for some of you. And some of you, the planning that you're doing will be over the course of some time, probably over the course of within a year. For some of you, it's going to be something fast that will be long-term success and that will create long-term success and stability. For others of you, it will be long-term planning to really get it going. It's not something that you can do quickly. You understand? If you're like getting into real estate investment, or let me use another scenario. Getting into a real estate investment can be quick, okay? It can be faster than building homes, building buildings for real estate, accumulating those assets from the ground up, building. That's going to take a lot longer, but either way, both are lucrative. And does that scenario make sense? Buying an antique car. I'm going back to the car. Somebody's interested in cars. Antiques. Buying it. I don't know where I'm getting car from. Keep getting car. Somebody's interested in sports cars or antiques or something. Buying an antique car for the sake of an investment, that can be quicker than building a car, which takes a long time. Both are still fruitful. Or patching up an antique car, getting it customized for the investment, the asset, the sake of the asset. That's going to take longer than buying one that's already souped up. Some of you are going to be doing something around the house. Your business idea or your occupation involves doing something around the house, doing something in nature, doing something, maybe even cooking, growing foods, agriculture. Somebody's interested in agriculture. Doing something with organic foods, growing something organically. Somebody's interested in growing something organically. Or getting into some kind of, maybe even purchasing, getting involved with somebody who wants to purchase, like an organic shop or something like that. Buying into one that's already in the works. Somebody wants to build something like that from scratch, or go partner up with somebody who's already got it in the works, like kind of like a franchise, and you kind of plug into the system, that's already built, and you learn the ins and the outs of it from the people who've already established it. Like Starbucks is a franchise. That's the perfect example of a franchise of what I'm talking about. Starbucks is a franchise. It can, you be able to, I think you can buy into it. Each and every person can own their own Starbucks, like McDonald's. McDonald's is a franchise. Starbucks, I'm pretty sure, is a franchise. Subway. What are some other franchises that I can think of? What is the name of that juice bar that is a big franchise? Is it called Jamanja? Something like that? That's pretty big. That's pretty big in the metropolitan areas of cities. I know I've seen it in Chicago and New York. Yup. Some of you are gonna do something the slow way, some of you are gonna do something the faster way. Something to do with food, agriculture, food, growing food, doing something organically. Around the house, it'll be something to liberate you so that you won't have to work hard in someone else's company if this is something that you're open to or something that you're interested in or something you've been wanting to do. Some of you work in this type of energy and you want like a promotion or something. You work for one of these franchises or work for an organic food shop, an organic food store, grocer, farm, organic farm, like a farmer's market. Farmer's market. I'm getting farmer's market with somebody. Maybe you want to be a part of a farmer's market because it's already set in place, and you want to be able to showcase whatever you've grown organically or cooked inside of your kitchen or whatever. I like it. Interesting. Okay. And if it's not food, it is whatever this means to you. Doing something, getting into some sort of franchise, or getting in on the ground floor of something, or plugging into some sort of franchise, or going for like a promotion in whatever you do that takes you from the bottom to upper levels, or takes you, well, not necessarily the bottom, but wherever you are with that, and helps you graduate, helps you promote to other levels within, if it's somebody else's company. Go for it. It'll be more lucrative, long term, more lucrative. Okay. You go, Scorpio. All right. Let me do this. Spirit, why is the Eight of Cups here? Can you tell us? Give me one or two cards for the Eight of Cups. Why is the Eight of Cups here? You've got Whip. Give me one more for the Eight of Cups. You've got Whip, you've got Tree, Fox, and the Dog. For many of you, this is work related. Like I said, working on the outside. You've got Whip, you've got Tree, you've got Fox, you've got Dog. You're journeying off to something, doing some sort of work or business that you have to kind of get your hands dirty. Something dealing with nature, something dealing with trees, something dealing with planting. Because here, the fox can be somebody who's kind of sneaking around, but they're also, a hard worker, somebody who's busy, somebody who does busy work, someone who can be like a sole proprietor, somebody who can, who'll be willing to do whatever they need to do to take care of their family and provide for their family, kind of like a hustler, somebody who's street smart, entrepreneur. And these are the different things that I see the fox as, that describes the fox. But it starts out with work, and you feel justified from you be leaving a job or something and going for something that you really want. But it's going to require work. It's going to require getting your hands dirty. It's going to require really getting out into nature, getting out into the field. Remember when I said this feels like somebody going out into the field or something, going out into the community, maybe community work with, planting, farmers market or something, and then, or looking for work in your field in agriculture, because this is like nature. And then you have the fox over here working near a tree. There's a tree beside the fox, and then there's the fox actually at the tree. And this is like you working as a sole proprietor, doing busy work, small business, very small business owner, independent contractor. Somebody maybe doing some landscaping or farming. There's a chicken over here pecking at the ground next to the tree. But you're working next to the tree. And then there's a dog running away. You're working with like a business partner. The dog can be a consultant or, like, you know, business partner, somebody that works with you. That's what this feels like. This is what I'm getting with this. Now, some of you, you're leaving this situation. You're actually leaving something that no longer serves you because you deserve better. And you're leaving because this have been like an abusive relationship or something abusive. It could have been, could have been abusive at work. There could have been some abuse going on at work, or abuse in your environment, in your community, or something in your environment, your home life, workplace, because a tree can also mean organization. And you had to go out on your own. You need to pick up and leave, go look for more work in another organization, put yourself out there as an independent contractor, do something, independent contractor and consultant, kind of go solo and not necessarily work for the man, work for the establishment, but kind of do things different and say, you know what? I'm not doing the same thing I did in 18th and 18, and that is continue to work for somebody else for the rest of my life. Somebody's really adamant about that. You know, this is what I'm hearing. I can take this knowledge, I can take expertise, okay, and become a therapist on my own. Somebody's into therapy. Become a therapist on my own and get out there and help heal people. Help heal people. I can take a cup. I have all credentials, and I can take a cup and start my own thing and become this independent contractor and consultant. Okay? I don't need them. You know, they be able to take this job away from me, but they cannot take credentials, they cannot take expertise, experience, degrees, whatever this means to you. They cannot take this from me. You cannot take education away from me. Somebody's saying that. You cannot take this. It's okay, I'm going off. I don't mind working hard. I don't mind working from the ground up because I'm becoming independent and stepping into leadership. I earned that right. You go, Scorpio. Now let's use the real life oracle, because I want to take a look at the Four of Pentacles. Spirit, can you tell us about the Four of Pentacles? Why is the Four of Pentacles here? Somebody was also in a relationship that was kind of abusive. Okay? And you need to get away from it. You need to really leave this. And you may be sneaking out in the nighttime, sneaking away from it when they're not looking. You know, getting yourself together. I cut myself free from this, and I'm justified. Somebody's been in an abusive relationship, or in an abusive environment or group or organization, something that is connected to you that has been abusing you, and you're going out solo. Okay. Look at this. Job loss. This actually goes up here, and this can be a continuation. You got the job loss card. Job loss. Job loss. That's what this card is. Give me one more for the Four of Pentacles. Job loss. You're talking about somebody's getting cut from a job. They be holding back. You put in hard work. You're having this discussion. And it is a gamble. You got the wheel here, like a Wheel of Fortune card, the wheel. Actually, this is a gamble card. Gamble. You're taking a chance. You're packing up your stuff. This is job loss, though. And for some of you, you're literally, if this is not job loss, this is you packing up your belongings from a relationship, whatever this relationship is. It can be the relationship because it's in the relationship section. It can be the relationship that you're in within your home. Maybe you're telling the other person you got to get the hell out, or you are getting out. This might be you getting out. And say, okay, pack up your stuff and go. Some of you are separating from a business partner and they're packing up their office things, packing up their stuff, and there's going to be some separating here. Some of you, and it's a gamble. It's a gamble. It may be a financial gamble, but you're going to take it. Somebody's going to take this financial gamble and go out solo like they are over here. This can be a boss-employee relationship, either with maybe you're the boss or they're the boss. It can be an earth sign. It can even be Capricorn. It can be anybody. And you got to have that discussion. Okay. Give me one more card for the Four of Pentacles. I'm curious to see what comes up after this. Curious. It's looking good, though. I think it looks good. Just kind of telling more of the story here. Somebody's thieving. The thief card came out. You want to get out of this relationship because somebody have a gambling problem too. Gambling. They're stingy. They're holding back. They need to pack up their stuff and get out. Somebody may be stealing. You've got job loss or leaving an organization. Gambling card here. 1, job loss. Number 4 is gambling. And number 3, thief. With the Four of Pentacles here. So in this relationship section, maybe you're finding out something about a significant other. Again, this could be work related, about some unscrupulous things that they're doing with money. And all of this is relating to money. Each and every card over here relates to money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of them relate to money and your relationship with someone regarding money. And this is why you're over here regrouping, getting yourself together. This will be why you're leaving this situation and somebody's justified for getting rid of you or you getting rid of them. But the stories are repeating. Leaving a situation. And I believe somebody gets caught and confronted. This story's not going to be for everybody. It's really not going to be for everybody, but it will be for somebody. Somebody's going to resonate with someone. If this is not your story, it's okay. It's okay. You can always get a personal reading with me if that's something you'd like. Personal readings are always better than the general readings. But, again, it's going to resonate with some. It's not going to resonate with everybody. Spirit, what additional message do you have for Scorpio? And hey, let me tell you, now is the time to start seeing some of whatever this is that's going on. Somebody's having this discussion about whatever the thieving and job loss is, gambling issues. Somebody's got a gambling problem. That's why they're stealing or gambling is taking the money away from the house or the organization or whatever this is. Boundaries. Look at this, Scorpio. Bam, you got boundaries. I love it. Time to set some boundaries in team, and you're justified. You are justified for setting boundaries, for saying no to nonsense. Draw the line in the sand, get your dignity back, set boundaries, protect your precious time and energy. Scorpio, you got this. You got this. Know who you are. I feel like this is the other person doing this to you. And you are the one that need to get yourself together and away from this situation. Do it, Scorpio. Set those boundaries. You are magnificent. Look at this. It's interesting how these two ladies look alike. Beautiful. She's sitting here. Look at this. Gorgeous. She's sitting here with her hair all wrapped up. She just washed her hair. She probably, you know, washed it. She's drying it, conditioned it, doing everything she does to her hair in preparation for this afterglow so she can really step out there. She's preparing. She's preparing back over here, getting ready, looking at me very serious, very stern, very focused. And over here, you're glowing because you're setting boundaries, Scorpio. You got this. Now you're ready to come out. You're ready for the center stage. Doesn't she look ready for the stage? Doesn't she look ready to take center stage, Scorpio? Is this you? Do you feel ready? Do you feel ready to do this? Say no to the nonsense. Take your rightful place and you will be protected. You will be all right. You will do this. Turn to your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides. There's somebody protecting, standing out here guarding. And I'm trying to take a look at what he's looking at. But there's a man back here. He's a guard. He's protecting you. Somebody's got your back in the background. Somebody's protecting the outside of this house. This could be a spirit, or this could be, it doesn't have to be a spirit. It can be somebody in the physical world that has your back that you can turn to for protection. Know that you can turn to this person. It can be a man, it can be a woman. Looks like he's trying to figure out, looks like he's reading something. He's holding something in his hand, reading something. Okay. I love it. You go for your Scorpio. Okay. Take care. I love you guys. I'll be back around the middle for like a mid-month checkup, okay? Take care. I love you, Scorpio.